Is everyone okay?
I'm still alive.
It seems so. The raven's stockiness proved useful. Oh, you're here too.
We fell that far and no one got hurt? Maybe Hunenmugen's big soft tummy saved us.
She is good, fat bird.
I don't think so, dear. Not even my glorious thickness and motherly instincts could have protected everyone from that fall.
Then what happened?
I'm not sure, but right before we hit the ground, my body felt all light and fluffy.
Divine protection. Aww.
Milm, you're back?
So that's what happened. While she was getting her eye pulled out...
Ah, Chelka used flying magic.
Yeah, Chelka protected us.
Oh, Chelka, I knew you had it in your tiny, evil little heart. But now's not the time for praise.
Evil? She's chaotic neutral. She's not much of a threat. But soon she will be.
Milm, is your eye okay?
I'm okay. But I still hear a voice. It's saying that I won't forgive you and I won't let you get away.
I'll kill them.
It is faint, but I hear it as well. It feels deep and dark. It makes me shiver.
I think we can all agree that we need to get the hell up out of here right now.
But where should we go?
Let us return to your castle. Our options are limited as long as that spoiled witch of yours is low on magic. She can replenish herself instantly if she were to touch the mana gland that gave her her witch's eye.
Yes. In that case, let's hurry home. Milm, get into 100 Knight's bag and stay there until we get back home.
Okay.
We made it back. Now we need to heal Chelka.
It would be faster to simply throw her into the mana gland outside.
I can't swim.
Even if you could, I would never let you do something so dangerous.
Shame. If she drowned and lost consciousness, she would turn back into Chelka instantly. Two birds with one stone, as it were.
I hate that saying. Anyway, Milm, let's get you to bed. I'll sing you a lullaby so you can get a good night's sleep, okay?
I would prefer it if Sissy sang for me.
Oh, you would? Really? Well, I suppose if you're asking me to, I have to.
Hey now, Amelie. You have to discuss strategy.
Aww.
Aw, so cute.
Milm.
Can we focus on the issue at hand, please? Or would you prefer to wait until this falling mana makes you disappear completely? Of course, not even I have a plan to deal with all this errant mana.
We need to do something before Nirvana opens completely, or the world will be destroyed, and the same thing will happen over and over.
I must confess that I am somewhat conflicted about this. If the world does continue on a cycle, then we will be born again as well, won't we? Instead of fighting the inevitable, perhaps we should just take this opportunity to begin anew.
No, we can't. We're here right now. Chelka and 100 Knight and Hunenmugen, and you too, Prim. If we're reborn, we won't be the same. If Milne and if all of us can't be together, then what's the point? And remember what Lord Theodore said about his ideal world? We would lose our language. We wouldn't be able to resist anymore. And not only that, it's possible that we won't even be born as ourselves in the next world. I can't let that happen!
You truly are zealous when you put your mind to something. Of course, that zealotry did get us this far. Fine. Let's be the agents of chaos in this fairy tale. For my people and the world.
Him.
So, you must have some kind of plan.
The only thing I can think of that might stop the rapture is if Chelka acquired all 3 of Rangda's eyes.
But if we go near that crater in Avidya to be nearer Nirvana's center, Chelka's eye may be taken.
And that voice we heard, what was that about? I was so scared I thought I might die, but somehow it felt calming.
Though I hate to admit it, I had the exact same experience.
Who would call us child and call themselves mother?
Squawk!
Mugen!
Amelie, you gotta help me!
Come back here, you pudgy turkey! Chelka, you're already awake? That stupid cuckoo bird slapped me. What happened?
Okay, here's how it went down. Milne was very tired and went to sleep just as soon as I tucked her in. But this is an emergency, you know? We need Chelka. So I thought, well, a little pat on the cheek to wake her up won't hurt her.
A pat on the cheek? You nearly slapped my eyeballs out of their sockets. Look, my lip is bleeding.
Okay, maybe I let my emotions get the best of me in the heat of the moment, but look, you're Chelka now. What are you getting mad at me for?
You too.
The bird has a point.
I knew you'd take her side. Chelka, calm down. I know that you're angry, but now is not the time. We need your help.
It's true. We find ourselves stuck in a problem that only you can solve.
A problem only I can solve? What is it? Tell me.
You girls know how to play her like a fiddle at this point.
You heard a woman's voice in Avidya, right? We were wondering whose voice that was. What? Seriously? It's Rangda! You didn't know? Next time you morons are gonna try to save the world, try a little harder. Jeez, you're hopeless without me.
Well, that was easy.
Brim, shh! Listen up, screwheads. That was Rangda speaking to us directly. I guess Mother isn't too happy that our children are fighting against Samsara, the cycle.
So the world dying and being reborn is Rangda's will?
Well, I don't know about that. Ending the world and recreating it over and over? Sounds like a waste of time if you ask me. I think there's something forcing her to do it. This would be the perfect subject for my experiments. But I guess I gotta save that for later.
You're as optimistic as ever. But what are you planning to do after you rebel against Rangda, the world itself?
Simple. I beat the crap out of anybody who tries to mess with my world again. I don't care who it is. Yeah.
I didn't think I would have to teach you a history lesson. But the source of a witch's power, her mana, is created by this world, created by Rangda. We are but a few of an infinite flower bed at the base of a great tree. How do you propose a flower fell a tree?
This is why I say that you guys are hopeless without me.
Pardon?
That little story you told only makes sense for things under Rhonda's control. Get it? Maybe I can explain it to you knuckleheads. But first, we need a change of location. A change of location? Where to? The Adersta Caves. Are you planning to search Lord Theodore's lab again? We don't have enough time for that. Relax. It'll all make sense when we get there. Let's head to the caves. I'm gonna go get some power from the mana gland. You get ready to leave in the meantime. And you, Turkey. If you don't want to get punished, I better see some boiled mana flowers when I get back.
Squawk! Right away!
100 Knight, you need to get your energy back. Trust me, you'll need it.
Yes, killing a god is not that easy. But I can kill it.
That's a straightforward reply.
Well, you're basically saying we don't have to do anything. You might as well not give us an order at all.
Just stay there and be quiet until it's time.
So, she's just gonna jump into the mana gland, huh?
Okay, ready? We're going to Theodore's research lab. Pick up the pace, ladies.
Final part, Chapter 10. The Witch and the End.
I don't think I'll ever get used to this place. These prophecies scribbled on the walls, it's creepy. These aren't prophecies. They're records. Oh, right. Lord Theodore did mention records. Huh. Wait a minute. I just thought of something. Shouldn't all of these records be destroyed when the planet is reborn? But look, all of the ancient records are still carved here. So you get it now? I have no idea why, but it seems like the Adersta Caves are the only place untouched by the cycle restarting. So even if Nirvana is reborn, this one place keeps going forward in time? That would make sense. Theodore, an earlier Theodore, must have found this place and written down everything that he knew. Then, the next Theodore would find this place, read what was written down, and also record what he knew. By doing that over and over, the records got more detailed, and his premonitions got more accurate. So accurate that it would seem like he had godlike powers. And I can prove it. Right here. Take a look at this. To my future self. A message to himself? Yeah, exactly. It makes sense that a guy like Theodore would definitely be skeptical at first. But this here proves it was Theodore who wrote this. You're right. He kept writing more proof as the cycle went on. And all the Theodores that came down here probably thought it was a good idea to keep adding to it.
The more recent Theodores must have been more easily convinced. The last entry here is quite worn. It must have been written some time ago.
Yeah. At some point, he stopped thinking about proving the truth to his future self, and focused more on recording history. That change in thinking might have come right around the time he got himself a partner. A partner? Gabrielle? Francesca? I think so. Those two met up in some way or another, shared this information, and began working together. And if Francesca stayed behind in this cave, she could remove herself from the cycle. That other Francesca we saw must have been born when the world reset, and was convinced to join up with them. That's why there were two Francescas.
Wait a moment. While I believe your theory is correct, they still shouldn't be able to stop the cycle of death and rebirth, even if they are aware of it. What could they possibly do to outwit Rhonda herself and create their ideal world?
Do you remember what Theodore said? He mentioned having the record of Samsara. I think that means that this time is different. He learned something he never knew before. That must mean that when the world restarts, things don't happen exactly the same way every time. Things get a little distorted.
Distorted?
It changed. The history might change a little. And that means the future might change a little too. He must have done this experiment thousands of times, writing down all of these records. And now that he has knowledge of Rhonda's eyes, he's only one step away from making his ideal world a reality.
I can't believe I was fighting someone so terribly powerful.
There's the fear I expected.
Hey, can I ask a stupid question?
Are you capable of asking smart questions?
Oh.
I get that this particular spot is safe from the whole world-ending magic or whatever it is. But why would Rhonda leave a place like this? Did she make this cave on purpose, or was it a mistake? I mean, if this place didn't exist, then Theodore never would have found out about any of this. This is some next-level Magic Destiny apocalypse stuff we're dealing with here, so how does this cave make sense?
I don't think we'll ever be able to understand the mind of whatever Rhonda is. But wait. Leaving this place behind on purpose is weird. But her making a mistake would be even weirder. What if she didn't even know about this place? What if Rhonda couldn't see it?
A blind spot.
Huh?
Ever since what happened to Milne, I studied a lot about eyes at the Vice-Ritter. Human eyes have a blind spot. Because of the way our eyes are built, there's a small area that we can't actually see.
A blind spot, huh? If Nirvana is Rhonda's eye, then it should be just like a human's and have that blind spot in it. It's just as I thought. I really am a genius.
Are we finally getting to the point here?
You're starting to get it now, right?
I believe so. It would make sense that you cannot defeat Rhonda with anything that is a part of Rhonda's realm. But something outside of Rhonda's influence may just be powerful enough.
That's right. The mana that's been maturing and festering down here for centuries without Rhonda even knowing about it. Mana 3. Her blind spot will be her downfall. Now that we're all on the same page, let's go harvest that Mana 3.
She ran off. Does she even know where to go?
I imagine she wants to find the most concentrated dose. She must want to go to the source of the mana.
So as deep underground as we can get.
Oh, I'm getting excited! All that potent mana, just for us!
You're getting excited? The thought of all that concentrated mana makes my head hurt. Friend and Chelka. Witches are always looking for their next fix, huh?
It's getting harder to breathe. The air is so thin.
That just means the concentration of mana in the air is getting higher.
Mana is so dense here, I feel like I'm going to get a nosebleed. I mean, my rose will start dripping nectar.
Can we stop? Right here? I am at my limit, sweeties.
Sorry, can't stop here. There should be an ultimate mana gland with unlimited mana somewhere around here. And we're not gonna quit until we get it.
Squawk!
There it is, the mana gland.
It's incredible. Even more than I imagined. Let's begin the experiment right away.
An experiment? Now? We don't have time for that.
We always have time for experiments, my dear Amelie.
No need to worry about time as long as we're in these caves, right? Worst comes to worst, we can just stay here while the world's being reborn and stop Rongda next time. If we can prepare ourselves before the next Theodore finds his way down here, there's no way he'll be able to get the upper hand on us.
That is all true, but we must act quickly. I refuse to abandon the people waiting for my return.
That's right. I don't want anyone to die either. And Milne wouldn't want us to.
Okay, fine. Stop complaining and bring me the densest mana 3 you can get your hands on.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna have this magic parasite eat it.
You're gonna experiment on it like that? I feel sorry for it.
We have to. Now go! There's no time for this!
Okay. Is this enough?
Alright, Parasite, drink up. Just a little at a time. You don't know what might happen. Whoa, look at this! It's growing! Incredible! Just one gulp and it got this big! I love this Mana 3 stuff!
Yes, we see it. But how are you going to use it to fight Rongda?
You'll see. But first, the next experiment. Come here, Turkey.
I must respectfully decline.
What? You serious?
I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't want to leave my babies behind.
Think of it this way. Would you rather die here or die later with everyone else?
I'd die either way.
Oh, we're wasting time here. Magic Parasite, give me power! You ready, you big jiggly turkey?
Hell no, I'm not. Get away from me.
Fly to the ends of the earth!
Squawk!
I can't see her anymore.
The experiment was a success.
Mugen!
Oh, don't worry about her. This is all going according to plan.
What? What plan?
Oh, you're alive!
I got so high up, I saw all of Nirvana again. This is not good for my heart, you know. Oh boy.
Oh, perfect. About how much was the eye open?
Wide open. This is bad. This is not good. We are all gonna die.
Don't get your panties in a twist. The experiment worked. We're almost ready for battle.
Already? These hardly look like preparations to me. It is no exaggeration to say that our opponent is the world itself. If you are not prepared, you may have your eye pulled out permanently. Everything would be over.
Trust me, I know. To fight Rongda, we have to get outside the range of her power.
But the only place outside that range is here, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole world is on top of Rongda's eye after all.
There is one more place beyond her power. The sky. When we were flying above Avidya, the power that was sucking out my eye was much weaker. The range of Rongda's magic isn't limitless. It drops off with distance.
That's why it was trying to pull Hun and Mugen back down to Earth.
The birds and the insects can fly through the sky of Kavala, but beings with superior intellect are earthbound. It seems as though Rongda would never risk her most powerful creations leaving the range of her magic.
The mother was protecting her true identity. She didn't want her children leaving the nest, beyond the reach of her power. So she tied us down to Earth. We were prisoners this whole time without even realizing it. It pisses me off.
I think I understand how Rongda feels. I wouldn't be able to stand watching my child leave my care. I would be a very protective mother.
Guess you got your creepy motherly instincts from her. Then you ought to know how a mother would react to seeing her children trying to escape her.
Yes, she would chase after them with all her strength. She would never want them to leave her arms.
That's what I'm counting on. I'll use her motherly instincts against her, and defeat her in a place where her power doesn't reach.
If we can do that, Milm and the whole world would be saved.
Wait, you aren't planning on riding me again, are you? Because I am done with that, honey.
Nah, don't worry. We don't have to ride on you anymore. You're basically useless to us now.
Oh.
I don't know whether to be relieved or angry.
Listen up. This is the magic that will take us beyond the very laws of nature.
What is this?
Tremble in fear! This is true flying magic! A flying magic circle!
Not a particularly imaginative name, but if it will allow us all to fly, it must be incredibly powerful.
It works for sure. I proved it with the turkey.
What? You mean I wasn't flying on my own? I was riding on your magic circle?
Well, a crude version of it. I was working out the kinks with the whole landing part.
You mean you tested your flying magic on us without knowing how to actually land?
Well, don't blame me. This magic has enormous power. Mana 3 is strong but unstable. It's impossible to keep it under control for long periods of time. It was a valuable experiment.
Could you stop experimenting with people's lives, please?
Hey, I don't have the time to do nice, safe experiments in these conditions. The point is, we can fly. Nothing else matters.
I can't believe you.
Wait a moment. How do you plan on handling the power of Mana 3?
You and I can solve that problem. With the parasite here.
What do you mean?
First, you absorb as much Mana 3 as you can. Then, you inject that power into the magic circle so we can fly. Then, the magic parasite will absorb as much Mana 3 as it can handle, so that when we're in the air, I can have a constant stream of mana. Finally, after we get Rongda to chase us, 100 Knight will defeat her, and then we win.
You say that as if it's easy, but I suppose it is our best plan. If we are going to do this, we should move quickly.
Yeah. This is freaking hot! I feel like I'm burning up.
What a titillating sensation!
Both of you, be careful!
Don't tell me what to do. This power is
was incredible!
I feel as though I could fly into the sky right now!
Fly magic circle!
Let's go!
Parasite! Suck up as much as you can! Alright, everything's ready. The rest is up to you, 100 Knight! If you're ready for the battle with Rongda, step into the circle!
I'll kill her.